Hey, okay, so here is the back end of Squarespace, which by now you're probably familiar with. So to edit this sales page, we're going to go to Pages. You have the different pages up that are in the primary navigation here under this primary navigation section. You can kind of open or close these if you don't want to look at all of the different like little pages inside. I build it kind of like so that there is a banner at the top, which is a specific, it's its own page, and then it has the services. Ooh, this looks rough. I can give that some help. So these pages are all stacked. This is an index versus, say, a folder or just a standalone page. That just kind of allows you to make like those different, like each one of these is a page within like a long scrolling page. Kind of how this is broken up on Canva. So yeah, I'm just gonna close that so that it's easier to view. If we had a secondary navigation, which we don't, which we could, it would just kind of stack next to it. We don't really need that for this site. And then we have the unlinked pages, which can be linked, like say we wanted to hyperlink NuCHI offering, so when they clicked on it, it would take them to an unlinked page. The not linked pages are housed here. So we have the blog, which we haven't put up in the menu bar yet, but we might want to put in, say, the footer navigation, which is all here. And so these pages, as you see, are not indexes or pages, they are links. So this is a link to the homepage, a link to the about page, just so that we don't have duplicates that people might be accessing. So here, this is a folder, this is a blog, this is an index. These all kind of denote different things. This is a page. Then we have the Sacred Sexuality sales page, which is also built on an index, so that you can kind of add different pages throughout, and it's not just like one really, really long, hard to edit thing. So we'll click on this. The beauty of having a sales page like this, why isn't it loading all the way? Okay, is that you can manage different sections, so you could kind of really easily drag things around if you want to reformat everything, which may be beneficial for this because I think that this is broken up a little bit differently than the template from Brand Up. I went in and just basically brought over that template that Anna had sent you, and just put things in the order that she had. You are more than welcome to change this order and put it in like this. You could totally just start from scratch if you don't want to do it in this framework, in which case you could start a new index. See how you have like blog, events, albums, whatever. You have tons of different types of pages. If you did just a single page that was blank, it would only have one page on that like link, if you will. If you wanted to do a folder, that's just basically a drop-down menu, and it would take you to different pages, which is different than an index. So yeah, so if you wanted to start your own, which you're more than welcome to do, I will say Sacred Canva sales page. And then for every different page that you have here in this presentation, then you would add a new section, which would just be a blank page. And I would worry about editing the content first before you start titling the pages, and then go in and title them based off of what you actually have on that page, just so that you can kind of have a guesstimation. Say you wanted to like scroll down to the video, you could click on these different things. So you want to label them based off of what you actually put in there, but I like to do that after I've built out the pages themselves. So yeah, you will either click new page and start straight from here if that's what you want to do, or if you want to go in and edit these and bring over the content and images from this document, you can go and do that this way. To edit these pages, you're going to click edit, and then you can just start typing right up in here. You can add buttons, you can add images, all of that's going to be up in here. Working in Squarespace, you're going to want to have spacers. That helps kind of like everything fall into place where you want it to. Let me basically start this page on here so that you can kind of get a sense of what I'm doing. you'll click edit. I like to kind of get my grid framework there. I'll add like 4 spacers, depending on how many, and I'll stack them up next to each other. So where that bar, see wherever the like thicker line is where your spacer is going to go, or whatever block you're working with. You can reformat those. If you add these extra spacers on the side, it's going to give you more white space on a desktop view, which is pretty nice. But when it goes to a phone, then the spacers will be removed, so you don't have like crazy white space and things being really small. You can search for an image. We have some imported images here. If you want to use an image that you've already used, if you wanted to search for a free image from Unsplash, you can search them here. I think we'll probably go ahead and maybe use this one. And then you can add the title here and apply, and then you'll hit that. So you want to add text, bring this text over from here. We want that to stay normal. We want to maybe make that large font. Oops. If you wanted to make this like a different header, then you could do that as well. And we can change all of these different headings. I think I have a site styles page somewhere over here. Let's see. Yeah. So if you wanted to change the fonts, which we can kind of do later, this page will let you see like what everything is looking like, and you would do that over here under design, site styles. And then once you have everything on this page, you'll just click on whatever it is that you want to edit, and then you can change. Say you want to make the line height a little smaller so there's not so much space between that line and the next. As long as it's above 0.1, it is not going to overlap. If you have it smaller, then the lines, like it's the like space between it. If it's lower than 0, it will actually overlap, which is something we want to avoid. So just make sure that number is above that. So we don't really need to do that, but for the page editing, we can do like so. See, that stacked, so we want to make sure that that's a little bit more spaced out. Why do you no work? Discard. Maybe let's see what it looks like when you go full page. Okay, maybe that's why it's stacking. Whatever. But I can focus on working on these things. If you want to bring over the content, that would be rad. Again, if you want to add like a button, you'll just go over here and hit button and drag it wherever you want. You don't have to worry about linking things now. I can do that later. But yeah, I would go through here and just bring over everything from this document to this page. Either make sure that you're adding a new page for every page that you're working on Canva, or just go in and bring over that content into this template that I've built out. Either way, should be good. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be on my computer all day. Hopefully this helps. Yeah. All right. Cheers.